నమస్తే అండి. ఈ వీడియోలో నియతి వాళ్ళ స్కూల్‌లో జరిగిన సైన్స్ ఎక్స్‌పోలో నియతి లెసన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ భగవద్గీత అనే టాపిక్ ప్రెజెంట్ చేసింది. సో ఐ జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు షేర్ దట్ వీడియో విత్ యూ ఆల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Good afternoon. I am Niyati Reddy of class 10D. Here to enlighten you about the Bhagavad Gita and the lessons that you can learn from the Gita. We all know the Bhagavad Gita. We have seen it and read it. Some might even say that it's long, boring and meant for religious people. But in reality, it's far from that. Originating over 2000 years ago, it's a small part of the great Indian epic Mahabharata. It is a conversation between two friends, Krishna and Arjuna. Many people seek the Gita for guidance and wisdom. The Bhagavad Gita has endless wisdom, but here are a few of its main teachings. Which one do you want me to explain about?
హ్యాపీనెస్ నాకు అదే
The
కాదు.
way or the path to happiness. While we often want to achieve the good and avoid the bad, we forget that we live in a world full of opposites, where there is always two sides to a coin. We want to win a competition, but we don't want to lose a competition, right? But here's the catch. One cannot simply exist without the other. Without good, you wouldn't know what's bad. Without bad, you wouldn't know what's good. Without success, you won't know what's failure. Without failure, you wouldn't know what's success. So instead of trying to achieve the good and dodge the bad, you can try to embrace both of them and focus on the work that you're doing instead. Even though this might sound very boring, which it does, many people who have tried it say that it's a perfect recipe for everlasting happiness. You want me to continue?
Yes.
Actions. No action is itself good or bad. Highlighting the word itself. The Gita says that no action is itself good or bad. It is the intent that makes it. Even if you do something bad, suppose if imagine you are in an army, you accidentally injured the enemy. So you're still in the clear as long as you were sincere, unselfish and were trying to do your duty. So you injured the enemy and you took him as captive. This helps the community of your this helps your country, right? So you are helping your people. You are not selfish and you are trying to do your duty. But sometimes even the best of intentions can lead to some bad consequences. You suppose imagine the same scenario. You are trying to injure your enemy, but instead of injuring your enemy, you accidentally injured your friend. So it's not good, right? The universe is very mysterious. So what happens if you do slip up like that? Just be genuinely sorry. You have to be aware of your mistake. They say like you have to, in a test if you make mistakes, you have to be aware of this, right? The same thing. Just be genuinely sorry and the Gita promises that you will sleep like a saint. In short, aim for the good and accept the chaotic universe. Eating habits. You know what you eat. You might have heard this saying many times. But did you know that this applies to both our body and our mind?
నువ్వు
While we often obsess over what we wear and what we look like, we often neglect what we eat and what we put in our bodies. This may lead to some kind of obesity and some kinds of diseases. Even athletes know that their performance is no good if they do not eat well and they avoid the junk like it's a play. And everyone should do it. But it's not just about the food, it's also about what we consume mentally. Just as our body needs a balanced diet, our mind also needs some food. Our brain needs some brain food. It can be reading inspiring books, listening to uplifting music and having motivational and meaningful conversations with friends. Ayurveda in ancient India knew this a long time ago and recommended the following diet. Fruits of all types, especially fruits which are naturally sweet, all vegetables except onion and garlic, whole grains like wheat, barley and rice, beans like rajma, chana and dal, plant-based oils like sunflower oil and olive oil, dairy products like milk, curd, butter and cheese, nuts and seeds and almonds which are soaked overnight and peeled, and food prepared with love which you thank the universe before eating. So whether it be a small snack or a full meal, you should always try to eat healthy, so that you are healthy mentally, physically and spiritually. After all, a healthy diet is not for your waistline, it's for your well-being. Thank you, and I hope you learned something new today.
Yeah, how did you know all of this, Ra? You read the Bhagavad Gita?
My resources are actually I read the Bhagavad Gita and also this book I suggest to you.
Yeah, bre.
This book is like the holy grail for people. It's like okay, explain the Bhagavad Gita very nicely.
Sorry, Ra. The Gita. The Gita.
Read.
The Gita.
Read. I'll read.
Sorry. Huh?